What is up? It's your boy Johnny Shreve, IFBB promos to tell like it is. Welcome back to another episode of Coaching Up. Taylor coaching up Will Tennyson in his last video, 1 rep max competition with Greg Doucette. Now, before we get started, I want to have a little conversation with you guys. I was watching Wicked Training's channel, check him out, dope guy. And he was going over something that I've been saying for a lot. I've been saying over and over again. And his topic basically was 1 rep maxes should never be in your vocabulary. If your goals are just literally building muscle, you want to just look good, you want bigger shoulders, smaller waist, nice abs, fuller chest, wider back, nice booty, big legs, whatever it is, 1 rep max should not be in your vocabulary. Now, before you guys go bonkers and like, what are you talking about? What about? I'm saying, if it's for aesthetic purposes only, if your goal is just to be aesthetically pleasing, you do not need to test your 1 rep max. You don't. That conversation belongs in the groups of Olympic lifters, power lifters, people who are training for some kind of strength, endurance, or anything that requires them to go to their PR or 1 rep max. One or the other, that's where that conversation happens. But in the world of just bodybuilding and aesthetics, it's no need. Now, I'm coaching up this video based on a couple things that I've seen. One is obviously Will Tennyson is deadlift. We talk about deadlifts and go over deadlifts because again, when it comes to form is what basically blew Will's chance of winning this competition. Now, I'm not shitting these guys. I'm saying it's a competition. These guys are putting on, and it's for content. I'm sure Will Tennyson, and definitely know Greg Doucette, does not do 1 rep maxes right now. They just want to look good. But for competition purposes, it's a cool collaboration. Either way, we're going to speed through the end of this workout. We're going to speed through the end of this workout. What is happening? Anyway, we're going to speed through to the deadlift portion of this video, and we're going to go over why Will lost to Greg. All right, so we have this sus deadlifts. And then we have proper deadlifts. All right, sus deadlifts and proper deadlifts. Now, I know there's an argument going around the World Wide Web. You really want to know my age? I just said the World Wide Web. Damn. There's a big debacle, there's a big debate, there's a big argument. What's better, what's easier, what's harder? Conventional deadlifts or sumo deadlifts? People say sumo deadlifts are easier than conventional deadlifts. People are like, hey Johnny, what's your take on this whole thing? My take on this is, it's preference, to be honest. If you look at the actual mechanics of this actual lift, there's a few things we have to take into consideration. Number one is going to be that person's structure. When it comes to a lot of things, your genetic structure is going to determine what kind of deadlift you are, what kind of squatter you are, what kind of bench you are. It's not one size fits all type deal. So it's not like conventional is better and sumo is easier. It's more so of how is that person's body put together? Are their tibia and fibia really long? Do they got long arms? Got short arms? I tell you right now, someone who's a little shorter, who has longer arms, is going to probably capitalize on doing sumos. Because if you think about it, if I'm standing straight up like this, my arms are the same length. If I put my feet out this way, I just lowered this part of my waist lower to the ground. So my range of motion isn't as great, but it's not necessarily the range of motion looking at in terms of the weight coming up. It's more so how much help or hip flexion we get in that position. So we're looking at it, if I'm doing a conventional, it's basically doing a stiff leg deadlift, only I'm going to be getting my legs down a little bit more, so I'm all the way down. Now if you look at where my hips are, I have a great amount of hip flexion, a great amount. Now if I do convention, if I do sumo, open those up, it's almost the same. It's almost the same if you look at it. So it will partly depend on that person's ability to be able to get down in that position and how strong they're actually in that hinge or from the hip flexion to extension. Now, where the waist is dispersed, you're using a lot more back. Your back is in the way. It's not in the way, but it's going to be working a little harder. Your erectors, your glutes are working harder. When it comes to sumos, you're getting a lot more help from your hammies, basically your adductors, if you want to make it super simple. So from here to here, when I'm pulling, I'm still hinging and coming up, but I get to work this a little more so than when I'm here. Yes, I'm working the hamstrings, but I'm not getting as much as I would if I'm being in this position. It's basically kind of, in layman's terms, the difference between both conventional and sumo. You can't really necessarily say one's better than the other. They do a few different things, but in terms of the actual exercise itself, it is very, very individual based. Some people can do these, some people can't. Some people's backs are shaped differently. Comes to like a lower lordosis, flatter back, erectors, all those things play a part in your ability to be a good deadlifter. Now, let's get down to this competition and see. Hey, what's up guys? A lot of you guys watch this video but not subscribed, so do your boy a favor, subscribe to the channel, and also hit the post notification button as well, so next time I put a video, you'll be the first ones to get it. Hopefully by now you guys like this video, so if you do, hit the like button. Back to the show.
And since I won again, you're first.
All right, so I've done this for 50 reps in the past, so I'm expecting to be able to do it for one. But I'm just not sure. I haven't done this in a long time.
Yeah. So stats. Greg is 5'6". Will is about 6 foot. Greg is a professional or retired professional powerlifter who has world records, and he was probably doing that only within the last decade, literally. So it's not like he's been out of the game for a long time. The second I saw with this thing, I'm like, yeah, there's no way that Will is gonna win. He's set up for failure. There's no way he's gonna beat him. Number two, the fact that Will is doing conventional, he's not stronger than Greg in his sumo. So I knew it was gonna be a fail to begin with. That's a win, it's an easy win. But let's just see if it comes close.
Knees don't fail me now.
All right, so Greg, be powerlifter, good hip hinge. Bam, very easy. That was a joke. And, oof, okay. Okay, so we have already, basically we've already started, and I'm seeing the breakdown in this to begin with. There's a point when it comes to like deadlifts. When it comes to like deadlifts, if you don't hinge properly, you're not gonna get the weight up, period. Let's just watch. I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna show you the mistakes he's already making. We're just gonna watch this competition through. All right. That's fairly easy again. Oh, yes. Okay, there you go again. Another easy set. Oh, that's not perfect. Okay, so when I saw that, I was like, that is his last set he's going to do. Why? The breakdown happened where? In his back. There's no way, I can guarantee you there's zero way he was gonna get another set after that based on that set alone. I'm gonna show you why. Let's watch this last set. Yep. Easy weight for Greg again, easy. All right, last one, this is it. This is one he's not getting. Boom. All right, there you go. I want you guys to focus on a couple things here. I want you to watch what goes up first. Back, no drive, zero drive. Absolutely zero drive or help from his legs. Guys, one thing we get mixed up when it comes to deadlifts is we consider this a back workout. It's not. It is not a back workout. It is a leg workout. It's actually a glute workout. It's a glute, it's a quad, it's a hamstring, it's an erector workout. It's a compound lift. The entire body is doing this, but primarily for this weight to come up, whether you're doing a sumo deadlift or a conventional deadlift, is hip extension. You need to have the hips fully extended, which means the butt is your prime mover in this movement. So, a few things that people do wrong all the time when they do deadlifts. A couple things already. Number one, if your best rule of thumb is do the opposite of what people do is their butt's too high and their shoulders are basically on the same plane as their butt, or their butt is higher than their shoulders. And then the leverage isn't on the glutes at all. Number one. Two, let's think about this. Now everybody do this with me, right? You could do it sitting on the floor or you can do it standing up. Right now we're gonna get into ragdoll. I'm shoulder width apart. I'm just gonna sit here, reach to the sky like I'm doing yoga, and then we're gonna go down and we're gonna just forward fold. I'm gonna round my back completely. Back is rounded, head's just dropping down, and I can touch the ground fairly easily. Look at me right now, so you can see how far down I can go. Now, the second I start to create a flat back, everything gets tight. Now everybody do that for me. If you can do it, try it. Go from here and then straighten your back out. And you'll probably feel your glutes or hamstrings get super tight. Now trying to reach down again. You kind of can't without bending your lower back. It gets super tight. When you get into a deadlift and your back is completely rounded without you actually engaging your core. What I mean your back round, I'm meaning more so all the way from your lumbar spine to your cervical spine. When I'm talking this, like a cat, this is not good. If we're engaging our core and we're here and we're rounded from here, we can still pull. But I'm talking about rounded from here all the way to here like a scared ass cat, this weight isn't coming up. Why? Because you turned off this. This is not engaged. So I'll show you exactly what you should do or how it should look. If I walk up to the bar, my feet are gonna be like shoulder width apart. Now if we don't know where we should be in terms of doing a conventional deadlift, I've shown this before, turn around in a circle with the eyes closed, literally, and just jump in the air and then land. Oh, look where I landed. My feet land exactly where I should be because this is the most natural place for your body to actually hinge in terms of jumping. So I walk to the bar, I hinge my butt back like I'm trying to sit down in a gross public bathroom. Ooh, don't want to touch it, right? And then we're sitting down and we're grabbing the bar. I'm gonna grip with my toes. Stay tuned, I'm gonna be talking about toes in the next video actually. But I'm gonna grip with my toes and I'm gonna feel my toes and my heels on the ground. I'm gonna grip my hands on the bar and then I'm gonna drop my butt a bit. And while I'm dropping my butt, I'm not pushing my knees forward, I'm just dropping my butt and then I'm gonna pretend somebody's tickling my armpits. As you can see right now, my shoulders and chest are over the bar. I'm not here, I'm right over the bar. Now I'm gonna tighten those lats even more, pretend someone's taking my armpits here, grip my toes, push with my core, and if I do this, if I let go, I'm going backwards. If you don't have tension on the bar before you start going up, you're lifting this actually dead without tension, and it's gonna be a hard one for you to do to get up. You're gonna fail very quick, and you're gonna fail on your back, not on your legs. So what we do is we stand to the bar, again, close to the hands, closest to your shins. The further your arms away, the lower you have to go. Grip the bar solid, start gripping with your toes in the heels, pretend someone's tickling your armpits. In here, tension on the bar, deep breath in, up, and then back down. Now, if you're doing a one rep max or whatever it is, understand that trust your legs to really dig deep for this until the weight comes up. Trust your legs. Because a lot of times we do this and we're here and we're like, oh, and then like the bar, it's not coming up. Let's get this and this will help it come up. And you're like, I did it. I did a deadlift. And then your spine hates your guts. So again, trust that your core will do the work. Get yourself to your weight, grip, tight core, hips in, tight glutes, push to the floor, trust the weight, push through, push through, push through. As soon as it passes the knees, hips drive through. Now, I'm gonna show you something. While I do this set, I want you to watch what my toes are doing. Pushing here, grip my toes in the floor. Core is engaged, lats are engaged, pulling. Just like my hands from toes to fingertips, I'm engaged, gripping, grabbing the floor to help keep my body more stable, giving a lot more spring and kinetic energy from the floor all the way up, from floor to glutes to core, driving through, and then you're doing your set, you're doing your rep, and you're actually getting that weight up. Will can actually lift that weight. 100%. He will never lift the way he just did it. Just saying. Not saying he's weak, he's strong. It's just his back isn't 500 pounds strong. His legs, 100%, are 500 pounds strong in terms of a deadlift. Anyway, guys, that is it. So hopefully you guys can take those cues, add them to next time you do deadlifts, And stay tuned for the next video because I'm gonna be going over why grabbing with your toes is a huge cue that's gonna make you that much stronger, that much better, more efficient at lifting, guys. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. You know, I'm a couple that tell like it is transparent, vulnerable truth. For coaching, johnnyshoe.com. If you want to know more about my coaching, book yourself a 15 to 30 minute consult. At the end of that consult, I deduct off any package that you pick. Guys, hit the description below for those discount codes and promo codes that will save your life or change your life for the better. And guys, add me on Instagram and TikTok. Send me your progress pics, your training pics, and your video clips, and I'll repost it for you. Because you know how it is. Iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace. That's it.